Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Healthy Edge Blueprint. I want to get to 300 subscribers there, and then I'm going to create and release an epic 300 fitness routine. All right, we had a killer routine Tuesday in boot camp here at World Gym Rochester, worldgymrochester.com. Hi, YouTube guys, we're live. This is John H. This is Healthy Edge Live every weekday morning around 5:45. We're running a little bit late today, so I got to cut it short. Boot camp, back to real quick. Boot camp every Tuesday and Thursday, 6 a.m. at World Gym Rochester, worldgymrochester.com. $19 down on the gold membership this month. All right, there you go. Throw some variety in your routine every once in a while. Yesterday, I had this kind of weird day. In the morning, I went to an internet marketing company, and I talked to a small group of employees there about nutrition, the basics of nutrition. I'm not a registered dietitian. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not certified in those things. I've just been doing this stuff for 30 years. So what I do is I experience, trial and error, research, things that have worked for me, and people can ask me questions and apply any of that information with that disclaimer. I have helped literally thousands of people lose hundreds of thousands of pounds in 21 years professionally doing this. So I have some success to kind of base my theories on. So I usually give that disclaimer. Well, I give that disclaimer, and then I talk to people about Nutrition 101, macronutrients, calories, how to read labels, the basics. It's amazing to me still to this day with the information. And that's one of the things we talked about is 20 years ago when I started in this business, people struggled with their health, fitness, and well-being for lack of information. Today, we struggle for an overabundance of information and access to that information, and then trying to filter out what is right and what is not so right. So we talked about that. Then I went to the town of Chilai. They had an employee wellness fair, and I sat up there for a couple hours and talked to people about the Healthy Edge Blueprint and how to apply exercise, nutrition, and supplementation, along with the other pieces, hydration, stretching. We talked about that. And I had a great conversation with several people and introduced several people to our 10-day challenge, the cleanse that we do through Advocare. We sold a couple of customers there, and hopefully we're going to help get their gut health on point and help elevate their health, fitness, and well-being. So I did that for a couple hours. Then I jumped in my vehicle and I drove to Erie, Pennsylvania. I went to the Donald Trump rally in Erie, Pennsylvania yesterday. Now, one disappointing thing about that trip was I went to go with my son, and my son said, I'm not going to that. So drove 3 hours to hang out with my kid at the Trump rally, and he said, I'm not going to the Trump rally. But all his housemates, several of his housemates went to the event, so I went and hung out with them. I made the Twitter feed, Trump's own Twitter feed. I was on camera there. I made the local news. They interviewed me as a guy in the crowd on the local news. They asked me if I voted for Trump. I said no. They found that interesting that I would go to a Trump rally and I hadn't voted for him. But as I explained on camera, I said, I'm interested in the experience. And, the people in the crowd, there was 10,000 people there. We didn't actually get into the arena. They had a big screen out in the front yard. And there was probably 5,000 people in the arena and another 5,000 people out in the yard. It was a party, basically. And I know some people just detest that man. And I certainly can understand their feelings. Some people love that guy way beyond what is normal. I saw some of that in action last night. I understand that too. I'm just like, hey, I'm here for the experience. And it was very interesting, to say the least. But that was my day. I jumped in my vehicle, drove back home, got home at 1 o'clock. I got about 3.5 hours sleep, and here we are. I'm going to go do boot camp right now here at World Gym Rochester, the Blueprint Boot Camp. It's high-intensity interval training, and if you want to break up the monotony of your routine, come on down for that class. Tuesday, Thursday, 6 a.m. I call it a class. It's a workout. We basically structure together some high repetition, lightweight training, and then we mix themes into it. Tuesday we did abs. Today we're going to throw in a little Tabata and we're going to throw in a little stations circuit training. So we constantly mix the variety there to challenge your fitness level, to get your conditioning up, to then apply to the weight room. As you know, the Healthy Edge Blueprint, one of the foundational principles and one of the things that sets it apart from the other boot camp style programs is the progressive weightlifting program that's attached to it. Basically, everything we do helps amplify the results of your weight training. That is the only thing that's going to permanently change your body for the better. All the other stuff is temporary. You can cut calories for a while, lose weight. You're going to gain it back when you don't cut those calories anymore. You can do cardiovascular training and lose weight, but as soon as you drop that activity level or your body adapts to it, the weight loss kind of flattens out and usually bounces back the other way. You can permanently change your body's metabolic processes through weightlifting and changing your body composition. So I want to help you do that, the Healthy Edge Blueprint. And just, again, using yesterday's theme, it was a wild day in terms of, I kind of stretched myself with energy, and I had some bad nutrition moments in there on the road. I did take my Healthy Edge Meals, healthyedgemeals.com, get that on point, but I gave one to my last one to my son's roommate, so I was short on food, and we made a little adjustment at the rest stop as far as nutrition. So you're going to have some variety in your life, but it's not a bad thing. Every once in a while, mix things up, challenge yourself, do something you haven't done before, whether it's fitness related or life related, and break up the monotony, kind of give yourself a little catalyst for change. So I'm going to go do boot camp right now. Guys, thanks for joining me. Thanks for following us here at the Healthy Edge Blueprint on Facebook and YouTube. Give us a like, give us a share, tell your friends about us. And you yourself, I hope you're benefiting from this. Consider doing my 10-day challenge. If you haven't, it's a great thing. It gets your gut health on point. You can send me a message or contact me through these pages, and I'll get you set up with that. Or come on down to World Gym Rochester and check out my Blueprint boot camp class. It's a tongue twister too. All right, guys, I'm gonna leave it there. Tomorrow's Friday. We'll have another topic. We'll talk about how we can optimize your health, fitness, and well-being. I'll talk to you then.